world today. Period, bar none. The #1 most popular selling blue stone in the world is that beautiful, beautiful tanzanite. All right, well, we are going to continue right along here. It's coming up now. We are going to show you another great looking ring, and this is a ring that many of you already own and adore, and if you don't have it yet, we are going to offer you the ring. We also have the matching bracelet, and we have the matching earring at a phenomenal value. The earring, I have to tell you, when we launched this ring, the earring sold out in one airing. So most of the women who own the ring never had a chance to see the earring. So that's why I'm kind of excited that we have it back here tonight for you, and we have it at a really amazing price. So the ring is a 3-stone design. It has Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It has blue moonstone. Blue moonstone is the rarest, most valuable of all the moonstone. It's really pretty. It has a blue flash in it. And then we also are offering it in a choice whether you want to go with Swiss blue topaz or that beautiful African amethyst. And just to show you, and we'll put the item number for the earring at the bottom of the screen, because the earring is amazing. This is the earring I'm wearing. I love these earrings. And that for one, that is going to be coming up lowest price ever. So you can watch for that earring. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But the ring is so beautiful. It's a 3-stone design, absolutely gorgeous. And again, look at the quality of these stones. Look at the beautiful blue flash coming out of that blue moonstone. This is the only blue moonstone we presently sell at HSN. That is a very rare gem. We've only offered it one other time, and the ring itself was like $250 for a moonstone about that size. I'm telling you, for $159, and then of course with Swiss topaz and that Sleeping Beauty blue. There's nothing more desirable in the world of turquoise than that beautiful Sleeping Beauty blue. And this ring looks so pretty on the hand, whether you opt for the amethyst choice or whether you go with the blue topaz choice. They're all so pretty. And this has that kind of open concept. It looks great on the finger. It's this beautiful trio of just rich, gorgeous, exotic gemstones. And again, if you can pick up the matching earring tonight, I would. Because none of these pieces will ever be repeated. They will not be reordered once they sell out. And this earring is amazing. And there it is in your choice of the African amethyst or the Swiss blue topaz. I can't remember. I know the earring is on sale for the first time. I'm gonna have to, I don't remember what it is. I don't have that right in front of me, but I'll find that out for you in a second here. The earrings are $119.90. Oh. So the earrings are $119.90. So think about that. If the ring is $159, absolutely gorgeous. The ring you can see appraised at $240. The earrings, clearly, you get double the blue. The earrings should be more, exactly, because the earrings are double the blue topaz. It's 2 pieces of jewelry. You're doubling that beautiful moonstone. So it's really awesome to be able to get that earring tonight at only $119. I love them. I happen to own them myself, and I think they are so pretty. It's the earring I'm wearing. They're just perfect. It's like that little double drop. So they look great on the ear. They're super comfortable. They're fabulous earrings. And for $119, that is